quick review video today. We are going to be actually reviewing the targets that I used and reviewing the Magpul K2 Plus grip. So, here are the three targets. So these are the three targets that I actually used. As I showed you guys before, everything, this was the, so this is the 9mm. Again, it does splatter. It does scratch easily, like this is just from it being in the package. So these targets do scratch pretty easily. But you do see where they would splatter and everything, so that's good. Depending on the kind of gun range, as you guys saw, I had to put two targets up because these are narrow targets, and it was the pinned holster thingy for the targets, so you had to like pin it in like this each side. So I had to use two like that. Normal targets are usually about like this big, so it's like 1.5. So keep that in mind. If you go to the range with the pin holsters, you'll need to put two, or just keep in mind that they're kind of narrow, so sometimes the air can turn the target a little bit like this as it's going back, since it's only putting pressure on one side if you can't load it in the middle. But again, let's just show you guys my groupings again. Not bad at all. But yeah, the targets, these are good quality targets, especially for the price. I think it was like 20 bucks for 25 targets, and then that are 12 by 8, and then 10 targets that are, I don't see the size, but I think this is 10 by 10. So yeah, and then it also has these, so you can sorry, my voice is kind of dry, but you can, these scratch easily as well, which is kind of annoying. But these are the things where you can stick the you put these stickers on the target and you reuse it, so that way you have extra. It's like having more than 25 targets. Pardon me. But yeah, overall, these are some good quality targets for the money. They're from USA Go. It's not sponsored. I just saw them on Instagram, so I was like, you know what? Let me buy them and see what they're like. Because that same day when I was at the range, I spent $10 on 5 targets. And none of them were splattered. They were just paper targets. And also another good thing about these targets is they're thick, so they don't bend. Like, so even if you roll them, they don't crinkle or anything. But yeah, now let's get into the Magpul K2 Plus grip. So here's the AR. Boom. Empty. Safe direction. But this is the Magpul K2 Plus grip. Hopefully you guys could also see the targets like in detail, because I know I'm a little bit far away from the camera. But here's the Magpul K2 Plus grip, and in using it, it's not bad at all. So just holding it like this and not using it, like not shooting with it, it feels as if it's not as grippy because it doesn't have the finger holster part, like my A2 grip, I think it's called. But using this one, like, it's not bad at all. Like, in hand, it does take a little bit of the shock off as well. So you're, again, like you see my groupings. My groupings were good with the A2 grip because it has the, it's more aggressive of a texture and it had the finger holster. But this, my groupings are good because this rubberized grip takes a bit of the shock off, so it doesn't like end up sliding around in your hand. And then also the back has a nice texture. But I am not going to put the grip tape on this thing yet, I believe, or I don't believe. I am going to try most likely a whole grip or the Magpul K2 XL, which is a modular grip where you can change the front to one that has a finger hole, like there's a thing that your middle finger would go into and sit on. That's what I like, because it will kind of press your finger up into the magwell, not the magwell, the trigger well, or whatever this thing is called, and then it'll keep your finger there, so the other two fingers will just be supported and be held up by the little end of this pistol grip. So that'll really keep your hand super stable. And then the back of your hand will also have the good grip texture. It has some back pads as well, some palm swells that you can change out, bigger and smaller, and then also one without this little tail at the end. So that one is $40, which is not bad at all. There'll probably even be a sale soon, so I may wait a little while, because again, I'm in no rush. But depending, I may put the grip tape on this to test it just for content purposes. And yeah, I'm not decided with that yet, but I do have the grip tape from Talon, as you guys see. And Talon also does make one for this grip, but I don't like it because it goes around. What I want to do is just put the tape here and up on this part, only on the non-textured surfaces. So overall, would I recommend this grip? Yes. If you're not looking for something too aggressive and you just want something pretty soft and rubberized, so it's just not hard plastic, yes, this is great. You slap it in, it looks good, it feels good, has a tiny little bit of contrast, because yes, it is black, but since the material is rubberized, it does give a little contrast for the texture of the upper, so that's good as well. I am considering getting a gray one, but the black one does look fine, so I'll probably just stick to black. But yes, I do recommend this, and I don't usually do like free promotions and things like that. I usually only do promotions or anything, or reviews and things like that, and giving the name and everything, and recommendations of sponsored products. But I figure, why not just help out people who are looking for something similar to me as well. But anyhow, that's pretty much all, because it's just two simple parts. If you want, let me know if you guys want me to talk about like my Hera CQR 4 which they were using in the newest Fast and the Furious movie, which is funny. I noticed that when I was watching it. I just watched it yesterday at work. Or if you guys want me to talk about the Fad Defense stock, or the sightmark red dot, or the gun itself, I'm going to talk about, but the like the accessories and things, I can also talk about that as well for people who are interested in picking these kind of things up. I do have a lot of parts that I want to and will get for this thing within the next coming weeks, because I also do have a car channel, and I have to buy a new engine for one of my cars, and the other car, it's still iffy after spending like $5-6 grand on that. But if you're interested in car stuff, imSchwaggy. I'll put a link in the description. But now, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.